right here that I need to try to save. I don't know if anything had germinated. It's just a lot of my tags as well got washed. This soil is completely dry, though it rained all night last night. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be talking up close because I don't know if you all can hear me, but my greenhouse thing came off, and I have some seedlings that's in different pots and places, and some labels that were knocked out of the way, out of the greenhouse. I have majority of them picked up now. You guys, some of this is so sad because the things that fell out is like, now I really don't know what this is. This is definitely a pumpkin just because of how big it is. I would assume it's a pumpkin or a squash. Just because pumpkins have these big old things like squashes do. Their variegation of their leaves are a little bit different than cucumbers. We have a pot right here that I need to try to save. I don't know if anything had germinated or not, so I'm going to have to dig through the pot and see. Because if so, it'll just end up growing in there if I don't find it. Alright y'all, so I don't see that anything, like this is a pumpkin coming up right now. It's just, a lot of my tags as well got washed. Y'all, it's so sad. So, for the things that I can kind of see, I am trying to rewrite with pen. Just so that I know for the time being what everything is. But honestly, at this point, you all saw what I planted, and we're just going to end up seeing together what comes up and what doesn't. And that's just going to end up having to be the method of gardening this year. I'm praying next year, if it's God's will, of course, we will have better labeling. Now this soil is completely dry, though it rained all night last night. I have some holy basil coming up. But then for whatever reason, this basil isn't coming up. And that should be the Genovese basil. Something was trying to come up in here, so we're going to get that watered. Nothing has come up as of yet in this one. Here is another pumpkin. Yeah, the pumpkins are the things with these huge leaves, in my opinion. So it's always a pumpkin when I see those big old leaves like that. We got some sunflowers. The sunflowers are coming up really nicely. I do need to go ahead and water this stuff and see what else is going to come up. This is a tent scallop. That's the hue one with the light blue. And then I honestly believe the one over there, if it's not a pumpkin, I think it's the yellow one of the scallop squash. Now y'all, the beans are really coming up. Y'all see that? Now they don't have their true leaves just yet, but these are about to be planted out, honey. Because if we flip it over, the roots are coming out the bottom. And these are going to be the parameter crop. Look at that. They need to go into the beds today, regardless if they have their true leaves or not. So those are definitely all going to be getting planted out. All of them should be bush varieties. I believe that's what we planted. A lot be going on. I don't remember, y'all. But we do have our nasturtiums that came up, and they're looking absolutely beautiful. And y'all can't even see. Y'all didn't even say right. Now you know we can't see. But those are the nasturtiums, y'all. And they're looking absolutely beautiful. These are going to be the ones in replacement of the ones that are out there struggling already, because you know those are good for a few months before it gets super duper hot, and then the summer kills it out. I have some tomatoes over here, y'all. I don't know if we're going to keep these tomatoes. We will see. Some of these look like they are dying off, and I mean dying bad. And I was so fearful that that's what was going to happen from the fruit flies. But now that they're out here, I mean, they weren't strong enough, no way, I guess, to really stay out here. I'm really sad. I think we're going to just go ahead and get ready to start some more tomatoes. We'll start some more tomatoes as soon as we get all of this in the ground. Maybe we'll actually just go ahead and start some inside, so that by the time all of this is in the ground, we can bring that out into the greenhouse to let it continue to do what it wants to do and germinate. Because we're going to be redoing tomatoes. The peppers are doing better than the tomatoes. It's really shocking to see. I'm grateful though. My marigolds are coming up and they're starting to look really pretty. Really pretty. The basil's looking good as well. Peppers are looking good. We shall see. Sometimes gardening is not all hunky-dory. It's not the beautiful little looking. Sometimes things get messed up. And I was looking, because I was thinking about trying to save some of these tomatoes, but they're stressed. I don't know what to give them. Just leave some of them out here and see how they recover, because that's the best I'm gonna be able to do for them. But for the others, I'm gonna take an inventory of what we have. I may honestly give those away to people if they actually come and get these plants. Now, if nobody actually comes and get these plants, and these are just mine for the year, then I don't have to start nothing over. But if people are actually coming to get these plants that they wanted me to grow for them, then I'm going to start my own over, and I'm going to let them get the best of what I have. But don't get it twisted. The same type of treatment these get is the same ones mine are going to get. I need to learn to be a little more gentle with my seedlings, but I'm used to doing a lot of this sowing outdoors, so I don't know. It's weird when I see all the stress they're under. Now, it was making me mad, and I understood the stress from them little nasty little fruit flies trying to eat it. But I don't know. It's a learning curve for me, taking it day by day, because some things are doing amazing. And then I think really those fungus gnats, fruit flies, whatever they're called, those really put down a lot of its immunity for it to defend itself. And that's the biggest struggle that I have. But you guys, we are about to start planting stuff out. Today's the 17th. 2 days from now is the 19th. The only reason I'm going to start planting some stuff out is because a lot of these different things, the green beans, the sunflowers, pumpkins, cucumbers, all of them came out directly sown in this soil that we did together, you know. And if it's warm enough for them to germinate, then it's going to be warm enough for me to go ahead and transfer them over into the beds of where they're going to be at, and let them do what they do, and just leave them and go, so that I can give more time to like the flowers if need be, because we're about to start putting flowers out. But especially to like the things that are super small, the basils, because I want to make sure to get those. So I know in the last video I said that would be the last things I'm sowing indoors, but honestly, if I killed something or I'm not getting a germination on it, I'm trying it again. Cauliflower, I'm going to try it one more time, but I'm not going to try the white snowball one, because I don't, or snowflake, because I don't have it. I'm going to be trying like a purple one that I have to see if we get germination. But y'all will see. I also need to go get some more of that wiring for the fence, because I need that fenced up, and though it may not be exactly where I want it to be once I finish with this wire and fencing, because I'm going to actually need to like add a door so I can go in and out of it. What I'm about to do is about to be just fine enough for me. We may not add a door until next year, if I'm being honest. We'll see. One of the beds back there, y'all, I'm going to put compost on top of it where the thyme is at, because I want the compost to break down that soil below it, because apparently I think the soil is so horrible and everything. It's a clay soil, but I think if I get it protected, it'll be a lot better. And I say that because it already has worms and everything else in it, so it's not like it's horrible, because worms are there. So I'm going to put some of this compost on top of that. Let the thyme grow through it. That's going to suppress the rest of the weeds. We do need to still plant those lemon trees. We need to put mulch around the onions. I'm trying to give it a few more days to see if this stuff is carrots or what it is that's growing around it. I do also have some type of sunflower in the bed with the onions. I think I'm going to move it. I'm going to let it get a little bit bigger, and then we're going to move it because it can't stay there. But y'all, that's it. I need to run to Lowe's before we get ready for church. Thank you guys for just stopping by and just seeing what we're over here doing. In the next video, it'll probably be up tomorrow because I'm not going to leave y'all hanging too long between this video and the next one just because I don't feel like we did much. But I did just want to keep you all posted to this. This year it's not going exactly how I anticipated with the organization. But it will get better. And I guess for now, we're going to be like a chaos gardener. It started organized and then went into chaos gardening. If you all have tips on what type of labels to use and the type of marker, please let me know. Because I really need to find a way to be able to keep up with what I'm planting. I don't mind for the watermelons or for the sunflowers, like for things that get big. But for like my peppers, I would love to know versus having to wait until they show me what they are. But at the same time, that's fun as well. A wasp just flew by. But alright, y'all, that's all. Woo. Bye. It just left.